I'm in the show. Hello, Governor.
Can you hear me, David?
Yay, I got you. I hear you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
No, bloody hell. He's got it in. He's all right, man.
Looks a bit stormy out there.
Thanks for coming
Whoa.
in. I'm going to kind of do the Prayer Sanctum pod like I do it live. And I wanted to talk about how family members that people believe they're guardian angels and whether or not that could be real.
Right.
And I'm sure it's certainly real to them if they feel like it's a family member. I just wanted to get a general take. I'll go ahead and do the announcement. This is Parasanctum Podcast as well as Scanning the Frequencies Live. Parasanctum Podcast Live. This is Fabian Trahan, your host. Lisa won't be able to be with us tonight. She's got a nice new place and she's excited about it and got a lot going on. So right now it's just me and David. I haven't invited Jessica and Kristen. We'll see if they come up.
Yeah. Your audio keeps cutting out.
Members being a guardian angel. That they believe that or you know, to take with that. I haven't tried the Skype.
What is going on?
Oh, you want to pass? Right. Yeah, I have. So. The calling is going on.
Audio.
Can you hear me, David?
You keep cutting out.
Is my audio?
Yeah.
Oh, do I? Good check.
Yeah, you were. It was bad there for a minute. Like one of those old Verizon commercials.
Okay. Check the settings real quick. Now. Programs real.
Yeah, I don't know what else is going on there because it's choppy.
1080. It says it's unstable. Okay. One. See if I can.
Alrighty. Not now you froze. Just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're fine. It's looking like it's me.
Yeah, your video's freezing a little bit now too.
And I have no idea why, because I'm getting 1200 Mbps It should coming in real strong, but now dropping. That don't make any sense. I don't get it. Okay, let's try the single. It's that background drawing a lot of bandwidth.
Your video background?
That don't make any sense. Yeah, I'm using a high fidelity background. Just don't make any sense. Try that layout. And let me see. I'm going to try to change my virtual. It's over on OBS. Let's see if I can move that. That's strange. Okay. Okay, I'm just running a black background. Let's see if it kicked up a little bit. Okay, yeah, the network just jumped up when I did that. I might be drawing. I don't know why it shouldn't be doing that. I can reduce the quality of that, but I'm not going to interrupt the show to do it. But Let me see if I can't find something a little better there. Okay, here's ED. I don't like that. Let me go to another one. Let's see. We're scanning the frequencies one. Pictures. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's try this one. This one's a low res. And I'll try to activate it. Ew. Oh. Yuck. Stretch it to frame. Transfer stretch to screen. Weird. Sorry, everyone. I'm trying this thing to work proper. It's giving me a mess of a problem here. Wow. That's crazy, man. It won't stretch. Let me see what it looks like. This looks like purple water. And it's doing a little bit of a draw too. I'm about ready to go direct connect on this. That means where I'm going to run my... just take the whole Ethernet cable and run it directly through the the gateway instead of using Wi-Fi. Just run it directly from the gateway and just go straight into the computer Ethernet and just run that as a direct connect. This being kind of in a basement hasn't given us any trouble yet, but I keep getting like fluctuations in the internet of the network, and
on
I
the
guess
Wi-Fi,
it would be the internet as well. On the Wi-Fi. Okay, well, anyway, I've got the word out, and here we are. And this is the Parasanctum podcast, and we are talking about, this is live. We are talking about whether or not there's a possibility that people's family members can also be their guardian angels once their family members pass away. And I just wanted to get some people to call in. I got to get a number for that. I'm going to have to set that up. I was going to do Skype, but I'm going to try to find the password real quick. Let's see here. It's kind of not that Lisa. Shout out to Lisa. Miss Lisa.
Ms. Lisa Terrio.
Yeah, she's not here. Hang on. Let's see, Microsoft. Okay, Tacos, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna try to Skype so we can have a phone call. Fine, I have a Skype phone call, and I'll also the string. Okay, here it is.
Oh,
Actually,
baby.
should have been. All right. Oh, it's gonna bring down to it. Sorry, connected to.
Yeah, you're choppy again.
Yes, cool. I'll have this fixed by. It's shown it's got a good network.
Huh.
Then why in the hell is it bouncing around over here and the network's jumping up and down? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Anyway, we are on StreamYard, and I'm going to go ahead and begin the broadcast now. 11 minutes in. We're about 11 to 13 minutes in on this, and I was kind of also waiting to see if anyone else was going to join us. We'll be getting off at 7 p.m. But this is David Servin and myself, Fabian Pierre Trahan, and we both host Scanning the Frequencies on Live Paranormal every Monday night, 8 p.m.
With Lisa Terrio.
David and Lisa, right? And Lisa can't be with us. Oh, that's fine. We'll just do it. And I had sent a couple more invites. I haven't accepted them. But actually, anyone, if they're Facebook, and they'll see that there's a link. If you click on the link, you can join us with your phone if you wish. I'm thinking about asking if Sky can come in with us. Sky's pretty awesome. I've had with her. Remember, we had that discussion with her about how to do Streamlabs and all that a couple of weeks ago, David?
Right.
Okay, so I just sent me a message. Let's see who it is. It says, hi. Okay, let's see. Can you join us? Okay. And send her the message. I don't think she quite understood. Okay, there's Krista. Is in the waiting room. And now we got Miss Krista with us. Hi, Krista. Thank you. This is wonderful that you're with us. This is great. We're doing I'm actually doing the Parasanctum podcast and Scanning the Frequency stream. I'm doing the live show for the podcast for this month's podcast. And basically the subject of the show, and this is me, I'm going to go ahead and do the shout out for the podcast. It's episode 28, season 3. The Parasanctum podcast. Right. And we're going to be discussing for about 15 minutes or even longer, however y'all would like to start it, or if you have anything to add. And why there's a belief that there's a possibility that when someone passes away in your family that they become a guardian angel, or whether or not you can believe that someone has passed away is your guardian angel or can become a guardian angel. So there's a lot of people in the world that believe that. They believe that guardian angels are a byproduct of someone in life. I'm actually one of those people. In my case, it's a friend, 2 very close friends that I lost, Rachel and Karen. And I often hear their voices warning me sometimes, pending issues. I've had issues out there. And even before I was a truck driver, things that would come up and I'd have dream about it, have a dream about those 2 people that I just mentioned, Rachel first and then Karen. And actually I had told Karen before she passed away that, I had told Karen
All right.
So, yeah. Well, David, I'll go with you first. Have you ever had any experience where you believe that someone in your family is a guardian angel, or know someone who's felt that someone in your family's been their guardian angel after that person passed in their life?
Um, Considering some recent events, I would have to say that I did have a guardian angel.
That's awesome.
Um, my partner, who passed away in 2020, I might not have been listening as closely as I should have been, but I think she was here trying to keep me going in the right direction to get to the point where I'm at now. So yeah, I mean, I think it's completely possible if there was a strong enough connection with the person that was alive, if they were meant to be in that position after they passed, they'll come back.
That's
I do
what I
believe
feel. I feel exactly the same way. Exactly the same way. And I think maybe you got to yourself at first that is that a connection because you love that person so much when they were alive and you don't want to let go of their memory? Or is it really more to it? Is there really more to that you're actually feeling that presence in you because it was a calming presence in your life, or you just really love that person so much, but that's what you want to feel in your heart of hearts, that that's what that type of energy surrounding you is, that
Right.
happy place, so to speak, you're bringing them into it.
Right. That's hard to say because after she passed, I kind of shut myself mentally off from everything. I mean, just completely. I was miserable, very, very depressed. I couldn't focus on anything. I thought I heard her a couple of times. I wasn't listening closely enough, I guess. And then I'd say the middle of last year, I really started paying more attention. And I think she helped me get to where I'm at now. In the position that I'm in, the situation. And if it was her, and I'd like to believe that it was her helping the whole time, I'd have to say thank you. Because she,
Right.
without mentioning any other names in this program, she did help me find happiness again. Because that was something she didn't want me to. When she passed away, I know before we talked about it, she didn't want me to be miserable forever. Because we knew from way back that the cancer she had was what was going to take her away from everybody here. And she didn't want me to sit around and just be stuck in my head, be miserable. And I do believe that she stuck around until I could get back up and look around, and I think she helped me do that.
That's beautiful, David. It really is. That's like an implicit connection. When you can feel that and you feel that that's helped you to move on to bigger and better things in your life, or to continue just living your life, that's absolutely beautiful, man. It's an absolute beautiful thing that you're able to do that, because a lot of people can't find that peace of mind.
Yeah, it
in their life.
I think she helped me step up and step out again and make the connection that I was meant to make. So, yeah.
Awesome, man. Hey, Krista.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
You ever? Hey, Krista. Welcome to the show. I love your living room.
Yeah, it's nice and clean.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Hopkins, look at you. You got the John Hopkins sweater? the medical school? Okay. Or is that an Anthony Hopkins?
That I don't
Hey,
know any of
Krista,
the.
go
Yeah,
ahead. Would you
I don't know any of the Hopkins there, but the only Hopkins I know is my mom.
what do you about? Okay. Do you a mother passed as well?
hmm
My do you watch that beautiful presence in your life to this day? Possibly tries to be a bigger who you are and maybe help you
hmm
move forward, or Jubal's
Yeah.
just with you in every situation, not just
Yep.
trying to warn you, but she's with
Yep.
you. Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. You felt like that she's guarded you or protected you in any way?
Right. Yeah. I know she's scared. I know she's like watching over me and all that stuff and stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna send an invite. I'm not sure if they'll be able to join us, and they may have something going on. This weekend, my only day off, but I am
Right.
actually going to attempt. And hey, did Scott Bear? Yeah, it did.
Right.
Actually, you can call in right now and talk to me on my number up the old Skype line. Accepted the password. I haven't, but the number is 423-239-1. If you want to call into frequencies, Sanctum 5,
Mhm.
doing both of them, killing, you can't say that
Right.
anymore, killing two birds with one stone, but I'm going to say it anyway. Knocked
Right.
out two birds with one stone. How's that?
So.
Okay, that's
Right.
what the new people, the new world order's telling us we can't use certain things, but I don't think for it.
Right.
All of this is my world. By the way, shout out to Sanctum team hiring a TV
Right.
station,
hmm
and I'm on having the Parasanctum podcast as a channel, as well
Right.
as Scanning the Frequencies as a channel broadcast.
Mhm.
So anyone that wants to chime in about that and tell me something they want to give me some ideas about moving forward with the TV station, it's FabianTrahan.com/TV on your. You just type in on your browser, your Chrome or your Samsung or whatever. I tried linking it through Facebook, but Facebook has this policy, and they don't. That's like a third-party content kind of thing, so they don't want third-party groups coming in, because I say Facebook's probably fixing to come out with something similar, and they don't
Right.
like that. I know that they did that with my podcast. They actually had offered being able to broadcast podcasts. Facebook
Mhm.
did, and then they changed it because, from what I hear, they're working on some kind of platform right now. So, it's just choice and competition. I guess it's their platform. Meta can do what they want. But Krista, do you feel it's just your mother? That's it. Just your mother is the only spirit. You don't feel like there's anyone else.
She freeze?
Hey, look who it is. It's my daughter, Jessica. Jessica's like, I just woke up, man. What's wrong with you people?
Hey,
What's up, Jesse? How you doing?
I
I'm
think
good. How are you?
Kristen's screen is froze.
We're all doing great. Oh yeah, I know it just froze. Krista will come back. She'll come back in. The network had it running in the background to fix it, and apparently it did. I don't have bars anymore. Showing problems. But I am going to go direct connect on this. That way we don't have these little problems. Hi, Jess. Hey.
Hey, I'm sorry.
we're
I was
doing the
on. Sorry. What?
Oh, okay. We're doing the Parasanctum podcast live, Scanning the Frequencies pre-show live, and the subject is whether or not you feel like someone that was in your life that you really loved deeply and cared about, it's a possibility to be a gain for you, or that you believe that whether or not people as well. Do you have pretty I know who you're, but let's see if I'm right. Do you still feel that way? Angel and a family with guardian angel as well.
Probably Nanny.
Okay, it would definitely be the one that I thought, and Nenny, of course,
Yeah.
took me off the street and gave me, and I can't think of anyone more beautiful in my heart of hearts that would be
hmm
angel for you because she loved you, and it's a
Yeah.
cancer got her. But
hmm
Vicky was an amazing. I loved her through all through thick and thin.
Yeah.
She was there for me. She was a mom to me from 1984 to the 1986. Yeah, 86 or
hmm
87. 87. And then me and your mother got our first place. But even then, she'd come over and check on everything. And then when you were born, she was all over it, man. She would take you everywhere, take you all these different places, and show you off. And I can see her being
Yeah.
your guardian. She was a guardian to you in life, and I can see that.
Mhm.
And I will forever miss Vicky, your nanny.
Yeah.
And that is, I can't think of anyone more beautiful from my past that fits
Yeah.
the perfect description of someone who could be a guardian.
Yeah.
How about other people?
Mom,
in
she
general,
still
David, what do you think? You think? Oh, go ahead, Jessica.
Mom,
Go
she
ahead.
still
I'm
has a
sorry.
picture of
I
Minnie
jumped ahead.
whenever I was in the hospital, with my spinal bifida. There was my mom still has a picture of
Yeah.
her looking Minnie looking over me. Standing right there with me at the bed.
Mhm.
She still has that picture.
You know who took that picture?
I don't remember.
Guess who took that picture?
You did?
Hello.
You remember
Yeah.
that?
They handed me the 35 millimeter. Of course I was there when you were born.
I mean, I know that, but I don't remember if you
Yes,
knew
I
if you
was
remember
there.
that picture.
Jackson Memorial Hospital. Yes, ma'am. Oh,
I didn't know that.
yeah, I definitely remember. It.
Mm.
Yeah, she handed me the camera and asked me to take the photo. Yeah, she was
Oh.
very, even though me and your mother didn't, that doesn't mean anything. Even after your nanny would come and see me and talk to me and still treat me, and she exactly the same way. And actually, she said, now I can call you. She's
Mhm.
like, you're no longer married to my daughter. I can really call you my son. And I stayed in touch with her who passed away. We actually called me when I was on the road and when I first started driving. Yes, I absolutely agree on that percent. That who else? Maybe from time to time knows because she really did love me.
Yeah.
Shout out to for all eternity. David. This is kind of so great. Yes.
Well, you lost Krista again.
Having worse. She's up in Maine. Maine issues.
Yeah, she's
No,
been
but,
having problems with her computer lately.
Yes. Los Pollos del Mundo. Okay, go ahead. Is she trying to connect? Okay. Are you there, Chris?
She
Chris?
just texted me that she keeps
Here, let me
going
see if I
around.
can expand. Okay, there she is. She's there. Okay, Chris, I'm going to try to expand the layout to make it a little easier. Okay, there you go. Expanded it. Maybe it'll help. What I was just going to ask, what's whether or not people in general, whether or not that's magical or parasite. That's it, right?
Did you say people are parasites?
Do you think that's more? I know. I'm breaking out here. Let me check real close so when it does. Do you think it's more psychological than parasitology?
What?
Okay. Let me wait to the bar. I don't know how to sign language, so.
Sign language?
Okay.
I don't know that.
Do you think that the belief? Do you think the belief in and like we were talking about with the guardian angels having been family members. Do you believe that it's more psychological than parapsychology?
That's a hard one to get into because it's either, I mean, psychology is common mental thinking. Parapsychology just reaches beyond the realm of what people would accept as normal. The belief in guardian angels and spirits like that steps more into a spirituality realm because a critical thinker, scientists, are not going to accept guardian angels as being real or relevant. A spiritual person will accept it without question.
Right.
So
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how to put that as far as psychological or in the parapsychology field. I haven't really studied either one, but I can kind of figure out who's going to be the ones who don't believe just by their actions, their comments, their phrasing all the time. It's you've got some that will accept
belief
it.
Is more. That's definitely the crux of it. You're open-minded and believing in it.
Yeah, and spirituality, you can't really confuse that with faith on its own, because
that's amazing point.
As a spiritualist, I won't adhere to any one faith in particular because I don't feel that any religion is actually the correct one from the beginning. There are parts of each religion that are relevant in every single person's life.
That's exactly how I feel.
That's where being spiritual comes into play. Being a member of the faith, that's somebody who was baptized Lutheran. That's all they believe in is the Lutheran faith or the Catholic, or that's all they look at for their knowledge of religion or spirituality in their sense.
That limits, that kind of limits that mindset.
Yeah, it does limit.
We're dynamic.
Or what?
I kind of go back to my original. Am I breaking up, or can you hear me? And I'm sorry, everyone listening. It's getting on my. Okay, I was started out Catholic, and then Presbyterian, and then kind of found something called the Pentecostal Church, which was really fun. I found out with your mom, Jessica. Her and I started we started in the Baptist, and it was too boring for me. So then I found this Pentecostal church where everybody's running up and down the aisles, and it was so much fun, and I loved it. It was wonderful. I absolutely loved it. And then I started realizing I really don't have one particular idea other than the believing that Jesus is God and the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. These three are one, and that's my core belief. But as far as having everyone else's beliefs and taking them into consideration, absolutely, there's so many different ways that we can believe in a creator or God, however you want to put it. There's so many different aspects to that thought process. Angels, actually, in Muslim and Christian faith, are believed to be the messengers to God, or the gods in some of the other religions. So angels are considered to be the conduit, because we can't just go to the creator and talk to him directly. We'd blow to pieces, because this is like the all-powerful God. So you got this conduit that we go through. And I think guardian angels, in my feeling, they're just kind of that extra layer of protection if you're asking for the Lord to protect you. That's just how I look at it. And of course, there's other ways to look at that without getting in too much into me. But there's a lot of different ways to believe, and some people don't like the way I believe. That's fine. You believe the way you want to. That's the whole point. I'm not gonna judge you for the way you believe, because that's just stupid.
No, you can't.
Everybody has a right to believe.
Yeah,
they have a right to believe the way they believe. Yeah,
right. I never condemn
people start.
Person
you're a Catholic. Yes, no. You know, I mean, I make
I'm
fun
not
of it
a,
every
I'm
now
not
and
any
then.
religion. I just believe.
Yeah, I know there's something there. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna tell you that right
Yeah.
now. I've had some really crazy things happen in my life, and I'm gonna take the high. I'm gonna take the pet. I'm gonna take
Hmm.
the high ground on this, and say that
Um.
I have had experiences that when I've asked, I felt
You're
the
making me
energy
dizzy. You're
around me
spinning your chair.
getting me out of a bad situation. Is it me?
No,
Am I making
Jessica.
dizzy, David?
Jessica's spinning her chair around
Oh,
in circles. I was like,
Oh, I'm
ah.
sorry. Yeah, I'm in a wheelchair. I think you. Yeah, I'm in a
She's
wheelchair. Sorry. Am I making you
Oh,
dizzy?
so
I
yeah,
was
she's
like,
in a wheelchair.
whoa, the room's spinning.
Yeah,
What was I
no,
thinking?
It's not a filter. I
Jessica,
promise.
yeah, Jessica's in a wheelchair. She
Yeah.
is in a wheelchair.
See.
Beautiful soul in a wheelchair. My beautiful daughter, I love you. It's good talking
I
to
love
you
you
again,
too.
daughter.
I know, right?
How you doing? How you been doing, Justin? You been doing okay?
Yeah, I've been doing great. How was
Been
the
doing all
movie
right?
night? Yeah.
Oh, it was okay. We ended up staying at home
Oh,
because
okay.
it ended up. I mean, it's starting to warm up around here, and it's
Yeah.
getting kind of crazy. And we
Mm.
looked at the Google Maps, and there was an accident over by Morristown. And then we looked
Oh
at
gosh.
Johnson City, and there's just a bunch of orange over there too. So we figured, you know
Yeah.
what, we're just gonna. We were both wore out working all week. We just kind of settled on just making it, watching some Netflix. Actually, I found some really good shows, and I posted one, and some people have actually seen it. So they were
That's
chiming in. I got like 10 people that chimed in about this movie.
yeah.
It was a great movie on Netflix
Wait,
about ghosts. Oh well, we got two
What?
Kristas.
yeah,
Which
they're both
Krista?
frozen.
I know she was a twin.
Krista the frozen
They're both
Krista.
frozen.
Okay, I removed one.
What
Okay,
happened?
oh there, it's a Krista. Krista on a stick. She's not moving.
So, a minute ago you were talking about like you felt like angels were there for you when you were having a bad time. Like, did you feel them ever touch you or anything? Because I felt a hand touch
No,
me not too long ago when I was sleeping. Like, I felt a hand touch
that's
me.
a
I
great.
swear.
That's a great question, and one I wouldn't have thought to ask. So, man, spot on, really great.
Mhm.
No, but I'll tell you what I felt like. You know, like you're leaning
Mhm.
on the couch, and somebody doesn't know that you're cold, and they
Yes.
just reach over and throw a blanket over you, even though you
Yeah.
didn't ask for one, and all of a sudden, someone just throws a
Mhm.
blanket on you, and you're like, you
Yep.
feel that warmth from that blanket where you were kind of cold, and now that it's starting to warm you up in a
Yep.
spiritual sense, that feeling where you just out of nowhere you feel like you're lonely, and then all of a sudden you feel like someone cares, and
I
you're
feel
feeling
like
warm
that
all
all the
over. If
time.
that makes any sense, it's the only way I can
I,
explain it. And I see in
I've
my
had that.
mind's
I've
eye
had
what
that feeling.
to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's last minute, and I see in my mind's eye what not to do. So there you go.
Yeah.
Great question.
I
That's
felt.
really a great question.
I've been feeling present. Like a present, like a blanket feeling. Like and I felt a hand touch me. I think it was last month when I was laying down. I swear, as I was falling asleep, like I was in between falling asleep and half awake, and I felt a hand touch
Hmm.
me. I swear. It was gentle too.
Wow,
I wasn't scared or anything. So yeah,
that's
I've been
remarkable.
feeling like that too. Do you ever get like voices in your head, like you have like how you have like negative thoughts? Do you ever have like another thought telling you, okay, it's okay, you're fine, you're gonna be
Yeah.
okay. I do that too
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
allude that to myself because I have a dichotomy
I think
about
that's our
me.
guardian angel or God talking.
It could be, but as
Yeah.
a youth and young, when you were a baby and before you were born, I wasn't exactly the person I am now. I learned. Oh, that's pretty, Krista. I learned how to make peace with
Ooh,
self because I was almost
I
killed.
like that.
I was nearly shot and killed at a place that I would have
Yeah.
been at, and I probably wouldn't be with y'all had I went. But Chelsea got really sick, and I had to come
Yeah.
home, and I didn't go to a keg party, and I knew two. I'm not going to say names, but let's just say I had two friends. They were brothers, and
Uh-huh.
they were always pulling guns on each other. And I was always jumping in the middle of them to keep them. And then their other brother would kind of break them up and everything. I didn't go to
Yeah.
that because Danielle, shout out to my beautiful wife Danielle, who actually gave me the idea for this Parasanctum podcast. She
Hmm.
feels that her mother is a guardian angel. So, with that
Yeah.
being said, I was at this party like every weekend and going to the party and doing everything. And I get a phone
Hmm.
call from Danielle that Chelsea's running 104-degree temperature, and they got her in a bathtub full of ice, and they got
Oh
the temperature
gosh.
down, and that she was
Mm.
violently ill and pale.
Mm-hmm.
And she got some kind of. Hang on a minute, let me turn this off. Sorry, y'all. She got violently ill, and I came straight home. And my friend called me, and she said, "Are you coming over?" I said, "No," because that's back when we had phones in the house, not on our hip.
Hmm.
And she called me right as we were leaving out the door, and I said, "No, I'm not. I got to take my daughter to the hospital." This was a epiphany. I find out the
Right.
next day that the one brother shot and killed his other brother, and it was right where I'd have been standing. It hit the ground. There was rocks under the ground. He shot at the ground, and it ricocheted and went up into his brother and killed him. And I
Oh my
used to
god.
stand right between them, and that's where I would have been sitting or standing, trying to
Oh
break them up.
wow.
And of course, it was over poker. It was always
When
over
was this?
poker or over girlfriends, but this night it was a
When was
poker
that?
dispute.
When did this happen?
19, 1997,
Mm.
when Chelsea was barely, not even 2 years old yet. So my little
Wow.
baby got violently sick and was running 104 temperature. Our baby, I'm sure Danielle heard me say my, I can feel her over my
Yeah.
shoulder. When I say my,
And Chelsea's
but
my half
Chelsea got
sister,
okay.
Kristen.
She is your
Yeah.
half sister. And
Yeah.
shout out to my beautiful daughter Chelsea. She survived. We got her to the hospital in time, but it was
Mm.
some kind of really bad flu or virus that it got a hold of her. It was nasty, and it,
Mm.
and it made her very sick as a baby. And that woke
Wow.
me up. I grew up, and 27 is a good year to do that because they say your brain,
Yeah.
supposedly, reportedly, fully matures by age 27. I'm not
Mm.
sure of the
Uh,
validity of that, but
I'd have to
personally, I
argue
can
that
tell
point.
you,
I
went till
don't know.
about 31 for me.
No,
I'm a kid
no,
at heart, so I can't say.
it was past
Now,
that for
you're
me.
old enough to say that. You're old enough to say
I'm
that.
30. I'm 34, and I'm still a kid at heart.
Yeah, you don't look a day over 18.
I told you that's what I said. Like, I'm still kidding hard. That's what I was saying
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah,
I'm kidding hard because I'm
the
37 going on
dolphins.
38. I'm still kidding hard.
Yeah, the
Hmm.
dolphins are making you come in better. That's good.
She loves
You know
dolphins.
that?
She loves dolphins.
Yeah.
Did you know there's an interesting story about dolphins? That those are actually those are bottlenose porpoises. The dolphin is actually more like a big shark look in the face. I'm trying to do Lisa because she's not here, and she loves dolphins. So. They
Love
got more.
dolphins as well.
They don't have a bottlenose. No, I sound like I'm from Boston again.
I love
Yeah,
dolphins.
Yeah,
it's more like
dolphins
a
have
you.
dolphins have a snub nose.
Yeah. Well, my family's from Boston. Maybe it's a subconscious spirit coming. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah,
A Boston bottled nose dolphin. There you go.
no. But the dolphins, though, really, it's like Flipper. Y'all probably don't remember Flipper. But back when I was a kid, you would, Jessica, because I'm pretty sure I showed
I
you.
remember
They remade that. They remade it.
But Flipper, I mean,
Wasn't
they're
that
actually
what
that
my
smart.
friend Flicka was?
Yeah, they remade
we
that
had the
movie.
poster. Yeah, we had the poster of the Flicka. The Flicka was a horse. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh.
god, I love that movie. I love that movie, Flicka.
That's way out from being the best, I'll tell you that.
No, but could you imagine? What if it was a dolphin that come up out of the water and had a horse's head?
That would freak me
Blue
out.
That would be some
cryptid.
weird kind of mermaid looking thing then.
Yeah, it'd be a crypt.
Is isn't that what you would call a seahorse? That's what, that's what the merfolk ride down there in the underworld in Atlantis.
Yeah, Atlantis. I wonder why there isn't a Pacificus.
A what?
There might be.
A Pacificus. It's always about Atlanta. And as a truck
Pacific-
driver, I can swear to that. Huh?
A
Pacificus.
Pacific. A Pacific.
Yeah,
And you gotta be
Pacificus. You got
specific.
Atlantis. And what about Great Lake of this? Gulf of Mexico with this.
I
Well,
don't know with this
I
what
think
you're talking about.
because the Pacific Ocean
Oceans. We're
has
spinning off of
underwater
Chris's
alien
background.
bases.
I like
there.
it. Oh no,
Yeah.
let's get into that. That's one I want to talk about.
Underwater alien
About
bases.
under the water, underwater is the last great frontier. There's areas of underwater trenches that we will never probably ever get to go down all the way to the bottom to. It's just that, like the Marianas Trench, it's like 20,000 feet deep or something like that. And a lot of people believe that, let's say the aliens did come to our planet, God forbid, and they went into the world. Actually, Christopher Columbus actually talked about white discs going into the ocean in the 1500s when he was on the ocean. It's actually in his logs written like 400 years ago about these strange green lights on the ocean. And I wonder if that was methane though, because methane goes off a green color.
It may have been
But-
some type of kelp though, because there's some kelp that glows green.
It rot, yeah, and it glows. Yeah, that's actually true. I didn't think of that. Phosphorescent.
Yeah, phosphorescent
Algae does the same.
algae, plankton.
Yeah, you get down there around 20,000 feet deep and stuff, man. Submersibles, I'm not sure what the greatest depth that a submersible could reach. But
They
something
haven't
tells me it ain't gonna be able to hit 20 grand.
No,
I don't think it's not gonna be able to get that deep. They got some
No.
rovers that
as far as
Are pretty.
for as far as they've gone down, they're finding fish there that look pretty damn alien to me.
yeah, they got lights on their heads and stuff, man. And it's
No,
like if there's
no, the
aliens,
ones-
it's
The
like,
ones that you don't see, the ones that are blacker than black.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, these
yeah.
fish are so black, no light ever escapes their body.
Did you know
How
they
caught
actually
these, I don't
found?
know.
Yeah, they found a species of something the other day in the ocean that they thought had been extinct for like millions of years, and they found one, and it might I think it had washed up on the shore, and they thought it. And I know several years ago, back in the 90s, well, that's a little more than several years ago now. There was a fish
Couple
called the
decades
xena.
ago.
Yeah, a xenocamp was a type of prehistoric fish that was believed to have been extinct, and they found a xenocamp. I think I'm
Is that a-
saying that right.
I thought it was a coelacanth.
Yeah, see, you the man. You're my translator.
The coelacanth.
You my bitch.
Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be
I'm
that.
still
Let's
here.
take your ass to
Yes.
the damn kitchen, make me
Oh,
a
a little
sandwich.
advertising. Yeah, baby. Try 10 Paranormal. Come and see us at Try 10 Paranormal. Take it away, Jessica.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Well,
So
here
I-
we go again. You sound just like Ronald Reagan. Well, Nancy, I don't know what to tell her. Here we go again.
Yeah. But I do know if it's 20,000 feet below the water, I don't think anyone can go down that far because wouldn't you be losing
what's his face?
oxygen?
You crush.
What's
crush
his
you.
name? Didn't he? Jules Verne.
He thought he did.
He went 20,000
Was it-
leagues under the. He went 20,000
40,000
leagues under the
leagues.
sea,
Well, he did in
and
our
the league
mountains.
is a
I'll
little
tell
bit
you what,
more than a mile.
he wrote some great stuff. Didn't he also? Who wrote? Oh no, who wrote? No, Stevenson wrote Treasure Island. That's right. So Jules Verne wrote. I believe he wrote the 40,000 Leagues thing. And did he not also write Wizard of Oz, or was that? No, wait, no, that wasn't Jules Verne. Maybe it was. Inquiring minds want to know who wrote The
don't know.
Wizard of Oz. It sounds like a Trivia Pursuit question, but wah.
I think George Washington wrote that in the kitchen while wielding a lead pipe.
Okay,
I,
right
I
on.
don't,
But I did want to give a few shout outs before we go. We got about 9 minutes left. Here lately, I've been working on a TV station, and I'm going to add channels to it over time. And it's FabianTrahan.com/TV, and it's all lowercase, or you can type my name, Fabian Trahan, and then add a .com, however you want to type it all together. and then hit /TV, just the little bitty letters, not the big ones. I can always make that work for either one, but right now I'm not going to mess with it. But it's working, and I just had my awesome friend David test it, and it's working. So if you type FabianTrahan.com and then hit /TV, little letter T, little letter V, you're going to find my TV station. Yeah, baby. And I got some really good stuff on there. So, and I actually connected with Larissa Rex and Alan Rex and Sky March and Marlena Beers. I believe her name's Marina or Marlena. I hope she doesn't kill me if she hears this. Marlena Beers, yeah. And I actually put them on the station very early on. Also got Sam and Colby on there. You got to check them out. They're awesome. And I'm going to build that. I'm going to add more channels to it. And one of them will be scanning the frequencies. And it's just going to be rebroadcasts of these and maybe a little content, whatever we talk about. I'll do a YouTube video and throw those in there. And also,
Sam and
of
Colby,
course,
ain't they YouTubers? I know Sam and Colby.
they are. They're YouTubers, and they went on to paranormal stuff because of something that happened to them about 3 years ago.
Do you interact with them?
No, I do not. I don't talk to them. I don't interact with them, but I'm big fans of them, and they're new. They actually evolved. They're not the stupid little prankster guys anymore.
I've watched
They went
them
to a
before. I
place.
like them.
They took all kinds of different challenges, and they finally did a challenge to. I mean, it wasn't just haunted; it was just doing crazy stuff. They would push the envelope and do crazy things, and they finally pushed it to the level that someone said, "Hey, there's this room on the Queen Mary ghost ship." Shout out to John Temporelli and the
I love that
Temporelli
video.
family. Yeah, and I know a lot of people that are involved with the Queen Mary.
I was just trying to figure out what that video was, and you just told me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And John Temporelli and all them, and of course you've got Rena Hyatt. She's actually the co-administrator of the Haunted Asylum with me. We've got several groups I'm going to be profiling this year. We'll get to that later because I'm running out of time. But I also wanted to say that they have grown up exponentially because of what happened at the Queen Mary. That's Sam and Colby. They went into this room that hadn't been opened in like 30 years. And it was B340, I believe is the number. And they actually went in there and the camera malfunctioned, but one of the guys had his phone running. And you can literally hear him communicating with a spirit in that room. And the two guys that were with them left because at the end, toward the end of it, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll just tell you, they asked it about the existence of God, and it said no. And the two guys were Christians that were with him, and they said, we got to leave. And they actually left because they couldn't handle it. And they believed that whatever it was a darker presence. I'm not so sure about demonic. Everybody throws demonic out there, but demons are rare. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right now. Demons are a rare occurrence, and people they gravitate toward that so much. It's insulting, but
all paranormal shows are going to that, and it's like 0.01% of negative activity is truly demonic. 0.01.
And you've been in some situations that were pretty wild yourself. So
I've been in some situations that were kind of negative, but I've never.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say demonic. I said wild. So you would know the difference.
I always thought that.
Very bad. But they were in that ship, and they ended up having something interact with them, and they went overnight from being abandoned buildings explorers, and man, they have really upped their game. And this last year, 2022, I got every one of their episodes, the Hell Week and all that. Man, they are creative, and everybody's begging them to come to those platforms that we were talking about with everybody screaming demon. They want to do their own thing because most of the other stuff is just entertainment. It was for entertainment for them, but they're just taking a K2 meter. That's it. And a REM pod. And they're going to these places like they were in Queen Mary's castle, and they were at Dracula's castle. And man, they get some really good stuff. And you can tell it's not being on stage. Bram. Castle Bran. Bran.
Okay, because
there's two of them, I know.
Vlad Tepes had 2 or 3 that he claimed as his, so you'd have to specify which castle they went to.
Yeah, it's Brand. Yeah, thank you for straightening me out on that. Brand Castle. But man, it was no less intriguing. It was quite remarkable. I mean, it's on my station. You can check it out there or go on YouTube and type in Sam A&D Colby, and you will not be disappointed. And by the way, they make it fun. It'll get on your nerves a little bit, but give them time. They get scared into straightening up really fast, and that's what I love about it. They're kind of a little,
Yeah.
they're like in their 20s, 19, whatever. But
Yeah.
then whenever the shit hits the fan, they start growing up really fast, and then they start getting really serious about the questions, and they're really good at what they do, and they make it interesting. So, shout out
I
to
wanna
them.
refer you
Also,
to-
shout out to Larissa and Sky and Marlene, all them. Their stuff content's also on FabianTrahan.com/TV. I'm sorry, Jessica. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, and I want to refer you to. I don't know if you've ever heard of Daz Games. He's a YouTuber. If you go to YouTube and type in Daz Games, he also does ghost hunts.
I'll check it out. And I've got several other Larissa and them. Cousin Larissa, I call her Cousin Larissa. She actually
Yeah.
sent me some links to some people that are really great too. So
Yeah, I'll type it in
Well-
in your messenger.
okay, right.
He also,
on.
yeah, he reacts to videos and he also does ghost hunting as well.
Well, any final thoughts on people having family members as potential guardian angels, guardian spirits?
I mean, I guess they could be, but I'm not really sure, so I couldn't say. But you would think that they would be. You would like them to be, but you never know because you just got to look around for all the signs. Signs are everywhere. You just
Lisa
gotta pay
would be
attention.
able to help you with that with the Frank's box. She may have helped me find mine. Her and David and I talked about something, and I may have found out that my guardian angel may be who I've been thinking it was all along. So
Everyone has a
I'm
guardian
excited,
angel.
and I'll announce that if we can. Me, Lisa, and David can get that established in the next few weeks or months. And Krista,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts? You still feel like your mother's still with you?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, man. Hey, Krista, how are you breathing under there?
Very easily. Very easily.
I don't see tanks
Krista.
and I don't
What?
see
No.
mask.
The joke would have
Krista,
been.
tell him about that.
The
tell
joke
him
would have
about
I'm
been-
getting
that
struck
one
by
night.
lightning. I'm see why. See how I'm getting struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Look! Ow! 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 Get it
Tell
away.
him about that one night that you were laying down on your bed and you said that you felt you were laying there and she has cats, right? Well, she has there's two cats. They're her roommates, but she has two cats. Well, she was laying there one night on her bed and she told me that.
Summer's not a cat. Summer's a dog.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a dog. Sorry, you got a cat and a dog. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Oh,
But anyway,
she's a
tell
dog.
him about the night that you were laying there and you felt like something heavy was on your legs. Tell him about that story. Remember?
Maybe she don't want to tell. That's okay. I understand.
But anyway, she was laying there and she said she felt like a pressure on her legs, like somebody was laying there, and she thought it was the cat. She looked down, nobody was there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
And she
Krista,
thinks it could have been her mom.
I'm gonna have to cut it off, guys. We're down to the 55-second mark.
All right.
Thank you all so much for coming on
You're
tonight.
welcome.
Scanning the frequency. Maybe we'll talk more about it
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow
scanning
night.
the
And y'all are
frequencies,
welcome to
8
come and
p.m.
call in.
Okay.
8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
come and listen to us on liveparanormal.com. And
Mhm.
also you can go directly. We'll have it posted on Facebook on Scanning the Frequencies. The page, Facebook page. Shout out to Lisa and Mikey and all them. Congratulations on everything. And David, love you, man. Jessica, love you. Krista, love you. And
Love you.
everybody, thank you, love you. Keep it spooky for the rest of your Sunday.
Okay.
See ya.
Later.
Yeah.
Hey.
Love you. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye. See you.